My day one center build has been extremely good for us for the first few weeks of 2K25, but now it's time it gets even better. This build has been jumping right over the other team's center to get rebounds over and over again, getting unlimited contact dunks in the paint, sending back any shot that comes his way, and even spacing the floor with extremely consistent shooting. But now, as you can see, we are 100% to starter 3, which will unlock us our +5 cap breakers on this build. Having these +5 allowed us to get one of our stats to 99, which you will see later on in the video, and also unlock us a legend badge. I got a few games for you today. As you can see, I'm running with my boy ClutchUpNext, and I'm gonna be showing you the games leading up to my starter 3 rep up. Getting into our first game here, as you can see, we got a decent little matchup, but we were so locked in. Nobody was stopping us on this streak. I really had to hit this starter 3 because I wanted to come out here and evolve my build. And that's just what these cap breakers are gonna do. You already know we're starting on a defense, but we get unlimited stops on the 2s. There's nobody out here consistently scoring on us. As you can see, Clutch ends up getting hit by a screen. Dude pulls up a mid-range brick. I get the rebound wide open out to Clutch, and he's gonna go ahead and dribble around a screen, drive in, and lay it up. Starting out 2-0, I already told him before these games we had to lock in. I was not trying to lose. We're getting these games done as fast as possible, moving through these bars as fast as possible, really trying to hit legend this year. You can see he's knocking down shots in the corner. I'm on my 7-foot rebounding sharpshooter build I posted earlier this year. And you're gonna see later on in the video, there's really nothing people can do to stop this build. First game here though, I'm feeding Clutch, just trying to get games done. He's gonna fade a mid-range, and we are already up 12-0. I feel like just started talking about this video, and we are already up 14-0 in our first game. I honestly don't know why this guy's leaving me open. I've got really consistent at hitting jump shots on this 7-foot build. As you can see, grabbing all the rebounds. He's going to fade another mid-range, and that's going to put us up 16-0. I'm going to end up hitting him, hitting a screen, quick popping, wide open. I don't know why the guy's still leaving me. I got this jump shot down at this point. I got my badges. As if the last one wasn't enough, we are running the same play. I'm wide open again. I already know you guys are going to want this jump shot. My updated jump shot video is going to be dropping on Saturday, so make sure you turn noties on and check that out. But we are getting out of this first game very quickly. As you can see, 23-0. Those dudes stood no chance. We are so locked in. We both end up ending with an A+, which is going to help us get through these rep bars faster. Let's get on to game 2. Getting to this next one here, we got another little couple of sweats on the 2s. You got to be careful, especially on the 2s, because anybody can win any game this year. I do think there's a skill gap, but with the way shooting is and interior defense, you really want to make sure you're not taking anybody lightly. This dude's going to end up driving in. I got the paint on lock. He's kicking out to his guard, and he's going to end up bricking. I'm grabbing the rebound out to Clutch, right back to me, and I'm throwing that down. Once I have my cap breakers on this build, I'm able to move my max +1 badge from rebound chaser. As you'll see later, I'll explain that. But I get to take that max +1 off rebound chaser and put it on rise up. I just hit starter 3 yesterday, and I'm already noticing a huge difference in the consistency of me dunking in the paint. Back to the game though, I'm going to dot Clutch going backdoor, and we are already up 8-2 in this one. These dudes are really trying to play the lane steals. I go backdoor, bounce pass, and I'm going to dunk this one. 10-2, just like that. We are flying through these games. Inbound to me, back to Clutch, wasting no time, easy dunk. Another one, decks off the inbound. When I tell you guys we were getting through these fast, I mean it. The average length of these games is probably about 2 minutes. I mean, you can see it. It's literally inbound, run straight to the basket, or shoot a wide open 3 off rip. We're already up 17-2. I'm going to go backdoor. They are going to get a tip on this one, but Clutch is picking it up. He ends up shooting a contested one, but I have free board. I'm going to lay that right back in, make it 19-2. And then a nice easy backdoor to get this one over with. And we go ahead and end up winning another one. This one's going to be 21-2 this time. And we are starting this out on a nice little 2-game streak. Again, both A+, that's what you want to shoot for. We are on to game number 3. These dudes ended up playing us a couple times here. They spun the block. Said it was really cool. Told me he was already subbed to me on YouTube, so shout out Cam. Again, we want to start out hot though. We're not taking anybody lightly. We're getting right into this. Clutch going to get a nice, easy backdoor to start the game. This game wasn't very close, so while it plays in the background, let me tell you about my other builds that are going to be crazy with my cap breakers now. If you guys made my speed boosting lockdown that I posted on day 1 of NBA2K25, I put my 5 cap breakers on perimeter defense. That got us a whole bunch of legend defensive badges. That build's already got strength, so now it's getting even more bumps, more stops on defense. I'll be dropping videos on all these if you want to see more, but I'm just letting you guys know now. Also, for my 2-way board hunting stretch, my popper build, and my 6'6" ISO guard, both of them got a lot better with these cap breakers. You guys are going to have to wait to check out that video. But I'm telling you right now, if you play enough to hit starter 3, it's going to be a huge game changer this year. I also plan on hitting veteran 2, which you get another set of 5 cap breakers. And I've already started to model my builds around that because then I'll have 10 extra attribute points to use. And if you think about it that way when you're making your builds, you honestly make them a lot differently. Just because some attributes in the builder are so expensive. I don't know if I'll end up getting to legend yet, depending on how fast those bars move. But if I do, you get a whole nother set of cap breakers. I don't know, seeing how good 5 is, I can't imagine having 15. Either way, that's going to wrap up that game. Let's get on to the next. And like I already told you guys, these guys ended up spinning the block, so we are playing the same exact team again. That's fine with me, though. I'm not sure if they thought they had a chance or if they just wanted to play us again. But either way, we will take the back-to-back games. I end up starting out this game with a bricked 3. Something I've learned the more I play, you kind of want to start out the game getting something easy like a layup or a dunk. Because the more bars you fill up on your takeover meter, the higher your stats are. I don't know if you guys know that already, but as you see, with that dunk, that steal, my bar ends up hitting that first level. So then I'm already getting +3 or +5, whatever it is, to my three-pointer and my rebounding. So if you start out the game with a dunk rather than shooting a 3 right off rip, you have higher attributes. It's going to be easier to make it. Not telling you not to shoot right away, but it is definitely a good strategy to wait. Build up your takeover a little bit, and you'll start shooting much higher percentages. Again, flying through these games, I told you guys we are not messing around. I start talking about takeover, and it's already 12-0. Hitting clutch on the inbound, I'm going to run in, following him right behind, pop out to the mid-range, wide open, knocking that down. Again, jump shot video on Saturday. Make sure you're checking that out. I'm shooting very consistently. And clutch really is not missing on this build. And even when he does, I'm telling you right now, this is the best center build in the game. I am grabbing that over the other team's center every time. I miss a layup, I'm grabbing another rebound, kick out to clutch, wide open, and he's going to miss that one. Another rebound, back out to him, and we are knocking that one down. 20-2 at this point. Wide open mid-range, I'm not missing that. How many times do I got to tell you? And we end up winning this one. We are on a 4-game streak at this point. Little 22-2, and we end up both getting A+ again. I'm telling you right now, that's the fastest way to do stuff. Teammate grade is everything this year, so make sure you're shooting for that. And after this game, you can see in the top right, we are going to be 100% to starter 3. It stopped me at 100. I've seen this happen a few times already this year, and once you start getting on the slower bars, it happens more often, especially when you're only getting 0.1 a game. But let's get on to this rep-up game. This is it. As you can see, one of the dudes ended up spinning again with a different teammate this time. Like I said, though, 100%, it's definitely getting hit this game. And we did end up giving up the ball first possession, so we're back on defense, trying to get a stop, trying to hit this starter 3. This dude's dribbling around, not really sure what he's cooking, but he ends up hitting the other dude wide open. He's going to knock down a mid-range. Again, dribbling around, not doing all that much. I'm sitting back in the paint. The offense is completely chopped. Like I said, nobody's scoring on me in clutch consistently this year. Everything is boxed up. He ends up giving it back to my man, who's going to miss a layup in the paint. I'm dotting clutch wide open, and that's going to put us up 3-2. And then from here, it was all downhill for the other team. I'm going backdoor, dunking that one. We are up 5-2, popping out, feeling confident. I got a little takeover going. Gonna end up shooting this wide open 3, and I brick again. It's all good though. Clutch gets the rebound, ends up dribbling it out. I'm going straight to the paint. I know I can bully this dude, and I'm dunking this one. 7-2. This build is dominant in the paint. He might be a little bit smaller than me, but I do this to centers my same size too. It doesn't even matter. At this point, I know he can't hold me in the paint, so I'm backing him down. Gonna end up drop stepping and throwing up a crazy layup to put us up 11-2. Then off the inbound, easy dunk right over his head. I'm trying to get this game done. I'm trying to hit this starter 3 as fast as possible. Passing it in, getting to the hoop as fast as possible. I end up missing this layup somehow, but I'm getting the rebound, going back up with it, and that puts us up 15-2. Backdoor to clutch, 17-2. At this point, I can already taste those cap breakers. I need them right now. My builds are about to get crazy. I'm hitting clutch on the decks, wide open. He ends up missing this one, but I'm grabbing the offensive rebound and throwing it down, 19-2. Inbound to clutch, I said, hey, let me get this one for game. I'm going to quick pop right over to the right wing where I've been hot all day. Wide open, knock it down. And we end up winning this game 21-2. As you can see, A+ and an A, 14 points for me in my rep-up game. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. As you can see, that bar on the top right is going to switch. And we end up getting a fire animation as soon as this is done here. As you see, we get the ball. We're dribbling around, cooking up. Big starter 3. This is definitely the biggest one to hit so far because of the cap breakers. Now, honestly, the next big goal is Vet 2, get more cap breakers. They're the game changer this year, and it's really the whole reason I'm grinding. W animation, W games. Let's check out my center build after I got this. We are going to get right into my progression here. As you can see, my attributes, I'm going over right to my 94 rebound. The whole reason I made this build at 94 is because I knew I was going to get these cap breakers. And if you haven't seen it yet, this is the cap breaker screen. So I'm looking around a little bit, but I do end up going right to that offensive rebound. Maxing that out, it's telling me, yeah, it's going to take your max +1 badge off, but that's what I want. I want to be able to use it somewhere else. And we do have that 99 offensive rebound now. This is going to be insane. It's going to make my build so much better. And this is what it looks like on this screen. If you haven't seen it yet, it turns the bar yellow and does say 99 at the bottom. This did also help us get Legend Rebound Chaser. And the Legend badges this year seem to be miles ahead of Hall of Fame, so I think that's going to be a huge game changer on this build. And it's definitely my favorite build so far this year. I'm going to keep dropping videos on it. This one was a ton of fun to make. Shout out Clutch. Shout out to anybody that stuck around all the way to the end. Remember to turn those noties on. Jump shot video dropping Saturday. Drop a like, drop a sub on your way out. Starter 3 Jay Glitz is finally here, and I will catch you guys in the next one.